Yo, it's your boy Direct. Right now you're watching Don't Quote Me. This is just a clip. But if you want to see the full episode, click on the link in the description. And please, like, comment, and subscribe. We dropping every single week. We're bringing y'all more celebrity guests. We're going to have more funny moments. Rock with us. Let's go. Night of main events, NOME 14. For those of y'all that don't know, URL, the Ultimate Rap League, has an event called Night of Main Events. The acronym is NOME. What that means is that there's no undercards. Every single battle would be a main event on a regular card, but since this is the night of main events, it's all main events leading up to one mega super main event, which we all know is Loaded Lux versus Rum Nitty. So what we're going to do today, as the esteemed battle rap aficionados that we are, is give y'all our predictions on NOME 14. So I'm just going to randomly throw battles out there, and I want to know what we think as a group about these, right?
Okay.
Jazz the Rapper versus Coffee.
Ooh.
Friend of the show, Coffee Brown. Salute to you.
Ooh.
One of the harder battles probably to call on the card, I think.
Yeah, on these type of events, when the females battle, they always steal the show.
Yeah.
It's always in the top 3 battles.
Well, one, because they got to be twice as dope as the niggas, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gonna put us on the spot, make everybody pick?
So let me do it like this. Jazz is a favorite right now.
Okay.
A lot of people see her as the top of the gauntlet, especially people that watch the URL crowd. What are Coffee's keys to success? What does Coffee need to execute to win in this battle?
She got to play their strength.
Coffee has like a strength that she brings to the table. Coffee has like very unorthodox approach to battles. Like how she raps is very unorthodox. People like that a lot. She's very aggressive. You know what I mean? I like those things about Coffee. I will say Jazz, on the other hand, is very good at like just breaking people the fuck down. Jazz is really good at that. Big space, small space, like she's really good at that. I haven't necessarily seen Coffee do what Jazz does in that level, you know what I mean? But then again, Jazz is also not as aggressive as Coffee. So I guess it's going to be a matter of like what people are going to want to see that night and who's going to deliver what they do the best. You know what I mean?
I know this is a private event.
You know what I mean? I really don't know. Like, not even trying to be funny. Jazz will angle the shit out of you. She's going to break you down like this. Coffee's going to probably bully you and be in your shit. You know what I mean? Right. So it's going to be like, who's going to do what they do better? What are you going to prefer to see that night? I mean...
Well, but this is a private event, and they keep saying it. Is this going to be filmed like a volume, or is it going to be on stage like a NOME is?
I'm not even factoring those things, and I'm literally sitting there if I'm looking at watching the battle from home. You know what I mean? Because I know that is what's going to happen. So, like, fuck the big stage thing, fuck that too. Just if I'm sitting here trying to picture who's going to, you know what I mean? I hate not having a clear and concise thing. I'm going with Jazz just because Jazz's style is more kind of geared towards what I prefer to see in a battle. That's just me, right? But I don't see it being too far from a preference battle. It could very much be debatable, a classic. I don't see it being a wash on either side. I'm not going to hold you. No. Yeah.
When it comes to battles of this magnitude, what I realize more times than not is it's not a argument about lyrics, unless it's in a small room and it's film tight quarters to where your perception of the battle from home is I have to be lyric focused. If that's the case, to me that changes stuff, right? But in something like this, it's who has the best awareness, who has the best presence. And I will say, even though Coffee does have good presence, she has a great delivery, and she doesn't rap with everyone else's style. She captures the crowd. But when Jazz was training in the dungeon with Sue Surf, you know what I'm saying? And she started understanding like how to, if I walk into this room, I need to look at people in the crowd. I'm going to deliver it to the crowd. I'm going to deliver this to my opponent. When she started learning how to work a stage, as they say, I feel like it was a superpower, because then she could say, okay, I'm going to pick here to be lyrical, and I'm going to pick here to speak to the crowd.
Battle rap IQ.
Pick here
IQ, yeah.
I'm going to pick here to look to the camera. Yeah, battle rap IQ. I think until I see someone have a higher IQ than her in an intense, high pressure situation, then I'm going to lean towards Jazz. But I think we could step into this battle and be like, damn, like Coffee floored her. We didn't see that coming. I think that's a possible outcome.
So who you got?
Jazz in a very close battle. And I won't even say 2-1. I'll say Jazz in
preference.
When they put the polls up, 60-40.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Me, I agree with everything both of y'all are saying. Being that Coffee sat right here and she came here and I saw the look in her eye and I saw how personal she takes things, and you know this. And this is the battle that she wants, needs, the whole nine. I don't see her giving anything but A1 performance and really focusing and taking this so serious to the point where I got Coffee beating Jazz like in a preference way. I don't see Jazz laying. The Jazz is nothing to say about what she is because she's that. But sometimes in battle rap, the more hungrier battler wins, and I got to go with Coffee for that reason, just because I saw her take things personally that have nothing to do with battle rap, you know? So where that type of person and you throw them a bone, the bone they've been waiting for, I gotta give it to them.
Sometimes you come in too hot and get neutralized, though.
It can happen.
Sometimes you come in too hot and get neutralized.
But too.
I agree, though.
I want your opinion on this, and this goes for all battles, right? When I sit down and talk to battlers, if they ask me about strategy or whatever, I'll say, because of the way the world is today, and it's not just people who love battle rap watching battle rap, your clip could go viral. There could be eyes on you.
Absolutely.
That don't know any of the background information. You got to start working your material in a way that's not just for the battle rap culture. So with that being said, I think Coffee has an edge. If you sit down and watch the battle, you don't know no background history, you don't know who's favored, you might lean more towards Coffee style because she just.
That's why I disagree. See, that's where I disagree. I feel like Jazz has a more palatable style for someone who does not have any battle knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold you. I feel like, yeah. Not even trying to be funny. Don't get me wrong, if you're coming into a situation like, yo, I want to watch a battle rap and I want to see somebody get crazy, oh, you're going to take Coffee. You're going to do that. But if you're coming in and you're just like, okay, let me see what this is about, and you're just trying to understand what's going on, I feel like Jazz's style is a little bit more able to digest than Coffee.
Jazz is going to give every battle rap fan something every round. Like every battle rap fan in every round. Not in different rounds. In one round, you're going to get a nigga that wants punches.
Except the gangster shit. Except the gangster shit.
But
that's a huge element in battle rap. That's a huge element, and that's where Coffee goes past her, because that's a huge element in battle rap. People want to feel that conviction. They want to feel like, oh, you're gonna fuck somebody up, and Jazz does not give that whatsoever.
But you know, hip hop music in general, the crowd for hip hop music in general shows you that people lean towards the hardcore gangster shit.
That's what I was gonna say. So I can see where you're coming from. If someone's coming with they just want to see that, then Coffee
aggression Like I think you go, if you're not into battle rap, you want to be entertained, and you kind of want to be like, you want to like live through the battle rapper. You know how like white people go to work and they listen to gangster rap, and then they go to
in the car.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they get there and they go, "Hi, how are you?" That's what they want. And I think that Coffee has that ability. If you don't know anything about battle rap and you just turn it on, like, yeah, I do want to get it in somebody's face and slap him, and that's Coffee. So I think like you're saying, a general fan would lean definitely towards that.
You know what this battle is?
It depends. I don't know if it's a general.
Creed 3.
Creed 3? I've never seen Creed 3. What?
Me either. Look, me either.
Yeah. I give me Rocky. I don't know about no Creed.
Creed 2 is
I ain't saying Creed 1. Come on, 40.
We on the same boat. Right. None of the motherfuckers. So yeah. I mean, so none of the.
I saw Michael Jordan. I was like, next.
Of course, Adonis was spoiler
alert. Same way.
Yeah. Of course, Adonis was the dude who came up boxing. He went through all the proper channels.
Tell us.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's been properly trained, and at this point in his time, he's the multiple heavyweight champion of the world type thing.
This Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's institutionalized in boxing at that point. You know what I'm saying? He's the baby face of boxing. His opposite for this movie was his homeboy that went to prison when he was supposed to be on the come up, and he's just now getting out of prison. He's been training for however many years, so he's the wild nigga that's been around. You know, he's been through it. You know what I'm saying? Been in jail, going through the ringer, and now he's getting out. Now he's challenging the dude who's been streamlined through this thing. You know what I'm saying? So we got the brawler, the pit bull, versus the tactician. That's what this battle is.
And that's why they want to. And that's what. And I see. I fuck with it. I mean, I mess with that. I'm trying not to swear so much.
You good?
You good?
But okay, but I feel like that's why I don't think it's safe to say like the general battle rap fan is gonna lean towards. I think it depends. It's battle rap is all about preference. You know what I mean? Because I mean the general fans, I feel like of let's say maybe grind time, they might lead more towards like a jazz situation. You have the general fans of URL, they might lead towards a coffee type of style. So I don't think there's like a general battle rap fan.
You know
what I mean? I feel like it depends on when you come into a situation, what you like, what you're looking for in the battle.
It's like once you reach a certain level of talent, it has to be preference. Like Coffee is one of the best at what she does. Jazz is one of the best at what she. There's really no room between what they do in the ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
Unless somebody just comes in there and they're not on their A game, it's gonna be like, what do I prefer to see tonight? What's gonna be?
So who you got? You ain't off the hook. Who you got?
Oh, I don't know, man.
You gotta pick one.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Coffee won, but I got Jazz.
Okay.
So let's go Swamp versus Miss Hustle. So
Hustle 2-1.
You said Hustle 2-1?
Clear. Shout out to you, Swamp. I mess with you, but yeah.
You know what Miss Hustle has? It's like anybody who battles Miss Hustle is gonna say you got ghostwriters, right? But when you do that and it doesn't work, it's gonna make the next person hesitant to use the same angle. Miss Hustle has this: I'm taller than you, I'm more imposing than you. If I rap aggressively to you and you're a man and I bump you and you just not gonna do nothing back because you're a man and you understand the situation, it's gonna look bad, yo.
What do you do if you're a man in that situation?
I mean, Swamp is about 6'1", so I don't think she's taller, but
Hustle might be taller than that.
It's more taller than 6'1". I don't
She's
think.
not, but they damn near eye to eye.
Yeah, they up there, but I don't. Swamp has he has a weird disposition with women, and some take it and they like it, and some, even the word, the kunt noot and all this stuff. Yeah, he's it's southern, real southern, right? Now I love Swamp. He's one of my favorites. I think he should have an angle towards her. It shouldn't be the ghost writing. That battle rappers, general battle rap fans don't really care about that.
He's gonna go ghost writing.
You think he's gonna go with ghostwriter?
How can you not? Because everybody see.
How can you?
Listen, I'm gonna explain something to y'all at home, right? So you have the super elite writers who are gonna go all the way. They're gonna circumnavigate the obvious topics to try to prove I didn't have to take this route to get.
And sometimes I don't like those.
And I've done that, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a damn. I'm like, I didn't mention this verse Farrah. I didn't mention K-Shine. I didn't say. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I hate when they're like, I didn't even bring up JC's dancing, and you lost.
Nobody cares.
You want the low hanging fruit, and you know, and you know what?
Because those seeds are already sown.
Exactly.
So if you're able to create an angle or say something fire that just sparks it back up in their mind, that's all it is. As much as people act like they're tired of the overused bars and stuff like that, those are seeds that already been sown. So it's just like, hey, guess what? Hey, I could just reap them. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I could turn around and hit you with a bar that, I didn't hear it said like that before. That is funny because that is true.
Right.
People hear it, they hear it so many times and they automatically be like, okay, this must be true.
Right.
So if you do it clever enough, that's just like, they killed you because that is true. You do be doing something. Like, come on.
Yeah, and my biggest example of that is when talking to battle rappers, I don't want to take that angle. Okay, you remember Joe Budden versus Hollow? Hollow didn't say none of the stuff nobody wanted him to say. And people cried and why didn't you just talk about his girlfriends? Why didn't you talk about Shady? Why didn't you do this? He was like, I was trying to be creative. I thought y'all wanted creativity.
Let's keep it funky. Nobody in battle rap wants creativity unless you're Lux. That's it. You can't be creative unless you're Lux. He's the only person that can.
People, it depends on the audience.
Who?
Roan, for instance.
Okay.
Pat Stay.
I give you another K-Shine.
Not really. They still want K-Shine.
Yeah, they want K-Shine.
If
he comes with something
originality, not even creativity. It's the
originality.
Yeah, that's originality. What it is. They want the creativity. It's originality. They don't care if it's there or not. So I think it's that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll say a certain kind of creativity.
Yeah.
Lyrical dexterity and creativity.
Yep.
Lux is the only one that can get away.
Yep.
He's the only one they're gonna screw
Daylight too.
to the point.
They like to.
Yeah, they'll be patient. Even if they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
understand,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I've seen them be patient
Yeah,
with Daylight and
Yeah,
Lux.
look,
They don't even understand it. They be like,
JC, but JC is less of a
because
puzzle.
they want.
yeah,
to.
they want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, so let's get back to Swamp for a second. So I noticed this about Swamp. Sometimes in these huge battles, he has slip-ups.
Sometimes.
I don't know if it's a crowd pressure thing. I don't know if he's putting pressure on himself to deliver it perfectly, but he can't do that against this opponent
No.
at this time.
No.
While everybody's going to be tuning in watching a huge event.
I agree.
'Cause I believe it's one of them times in modern day battle rap that don't occur that often where your stock can actually be affected. You know what I'm saying? So I think advantage hustle.
I got hustle.
I love Swamp, but for those reasons, I got Hustle.
I thought
too.
you would have said Swamp.
No, I got for what we saying.
He on Swamp.
Yeah, I love Swamp. Like he's that guy. But for what we saying,
I like
Hustle,
Swamp a lot too, but
Yeah.
Hustle
I
too.
feel like Swamp
Hustle
ceiling is
too.
higher. Because
Swamp?
his moments,
he could be.
Them shits is-
He could be. Swamp could be.
but it's like lightning in a bottle though. It's like you don't know when
It's a little QP going on.
yeah.
Like they could be
Which one?
clean.
Okay.
They could be the face of it.
Right.
But for whatever reason, it just they got something else going on.
Listen, Swamp. Keys to success, bro.
Come on, Swamp. Let's talk to you.
If you take that obvious angle that you might not want to rap about, but you know everybody want to hear it from you, and you can deliver it a way no one has delivered it before, and you can point out some key things or bring some new information to the table, you're going to have a big advantage. If she shoves you and pushes you, you got to have a rebuttal. You got to have something to do back, or it's going to get dark for you really fast. You can smoke
Nah,
her
you
the
got to
first
shove it
round.
back, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hustle be hustle. You got to shove it
I'm
back.
trying to think of what do you
You got to
do?
push it back.
I'ma
You got to
say-
push it back.
Say what he gonna do.
You got to just, stop playing.
That's easy for you to say.
I'm gonna tell you.
He was doing that. She rocked me all over the stage. All over the stage. I wore 2-inch double sole Doc Martens to battle her and everything. Like, okay, let me try to get as tall as I can. I put on like 15 pounds to battle Hustle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Wow.
And literally was up there like she was rapping. I'm like, here she comes again. I open my feet as and she moved herself too. And I'm just like, dudes, I mean, obviously you're not gonna be able to get as crazy too, but like they also have a rapport. Like I feel like there's a certain amount of body language that you can move around to let people know like you're asserting dominance too, and nobody's gonna take it like, oh my God, he's trying to hit her, nothing like that. This is battle rap, and we, you know what I'm saying? So
What if the nigga just shotgun shook dunked on her? You know what I'm saying?
that would be insane and hilarious, and that might help.
I'm gonna tell you what he should do and probably is gonna do.
We gonna need it.
He's probably gonna have some type of Diddy Cassie rebuttal about the elevator hitting. He should.
He lucky DNA on this card.
Oh, DNA that would have been the first thing he came. But Swamp doing that, especially if he can put it in a rebuttal form, have it like locked and loaded, ready to go. If she pushes him, he should definitely do it.
Or hit that. I have crazy text on this bitch like Kanye.
She gonna definitely push him. She gonna push him.
Yeah.
She gonna push him.
Swamp. They have a push rebuttal. Yo. So let's get to next battle. Let's go with Fonz and Geechi.
Ooh.
This is a classic example of you
Great
can
card
have
smack. Great card smack.
Look, you can have all the bars in the world. Certain opponents, you got to kind of get in a different bag for.
Yeah, Geechi a little different, man. You can punch anybody else who they got their head punched off. This nigga gonna call you a bitch and you lose 3-0.
It's hard to battle. Certain people have like a certain amount of like that charisma, certain things like they have it. It's just like they're able to make
It's the it
it's the it factor. It's
Got
the
it.
it factor. You have charisma, he has it. And Geese will get up there and just sit there and be like,
Right.
you a bitch, cuz Fonz might get up there and rap his heart out and
Right.
Geechi might crack 2 or 3 jokes and just be like,
So this is it's another
I don't
thing
know.
a lot of people don't really talk about much is when you want to like somebody, you add points.
Yes.
You don't really know somebody and you're indifferent.
it don't
Even
matter.
the whole-
It don't matter.
You
might
in a
even
hole
take
from
away
the jump.
points. Might even take away points. I'm not saying people don't want to like Fonz, but they meet, as far as like personality, they may be a little indifferent.
Yeah.
With Geechi, everybody, we want to love this nigga. We want to love this nigga. So even if he has a stumble, we going up. Nope.
And
Next
Fonz
bar.
is such a cool, funny dude too. Like if you chop, like Fonz is really like he's a cool dude, but
You real
I
nigga?
think
Fonz.
like he probably hasn't had his personality doesn't show as much as Geechi's does. You know what I mean? In the battle, and those be the things too. Like a Charlie Clips or certain people. Like it's just you see. You know what I'm saying? Them outside of their bars. So I think it's that because Fonz definitely has the skill set to win or whatever the case may be. I think it's gonna.
I think Fonz is gonna have the better bars.
Ah,
That nigga might even rap better.
Yo, most people is most people when you watch these little battle rap predictions and even your recaps, you're gonna hear people say 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. This is a safe thing to do. I'm gonna be real with y'all, and we all know, everybody knows this. This could be the body bag of the night. This could be the 3-0 crowd chanting Fonz. I'm gonna speak directly to you for a second, right? Yo, bro, there comes a time in everybody's career, whether you're an athlete, battle rapper, whatever, where you get put to the test and you got to step up and show something else, or you're gonna forever be stuck where people see you
facts.
while you're trying to climb.
That happens in battle.
Fonz
This-
could do that though. Fonz could do that.
He
This,
can.
this is his time.
Definitely
time.
can.
This is his time to add the personality you was talking about,
Yeah.
to add aggression, to don't be scared to bump Geechi, to talk back to whatever he talking about Crip, whatever you want to do.
I don't think you can show that. I just think it's natural. I don't think you can show like, you know what I mean? Because he's not like he gets up there and you talk like he's not like a, you know what I mean? I don't think that's just I don't know, maybe I'm bugging, but I don't think what we see like in certain people like that personality thing, I don't think that's something that you can just learn to do. It's just who you are. It's
But you
just
said
what
he has
radiates.
it,
It's just what radiates off you. It's just one of those things. It's the it factor. It's charisma, whether it's
got
talent,
it
whatever.
or you don't.
It's just something that people see in you. You know what I mean? Like when you're rapping on your, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. It's your person. I don't know. I don't want to keep saying personality, but that's what it is.
So when you say Fonz has it, he does, but it's like it's a thing that shows itself every now and then. You know
Or
what I'm
when
saying?
you talk to him.
I feel like Fonz has
Yeah.
I feel like Fonz has way more of a personality than is we're able to see that translates on camera. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that Geechi's shows a lot much more than his, and I feel like those things will make a difference. He can get in there and have, like you said, better bars and stuff like that, but people will be like, yo, this dude's just mad funny. Look how he was looking at him. Little things like that, your mannerisms, your affects, things like that, those all contribute to how you want to battle. People don't want to act like they don't, but they do.
So, okay, this is what I would do if I was Fonz. Uphill battle, his personality might translate better. I'm cheating. Oh, Geechi, you did the thing to Remy? I'm bringing Remy on stage, letting it get some bars off to you, and that's the way you talk to the Crip. Over. Everybody go crazy.
If you're
That's
able
what
to
they
do
came
that.
to see.
If you're able to do that.
I'm blowing up her phone. I'm like, listen,
Look at the climate of battle rap that we're in. Are you really able to? Is that really gonna happen?
viral moments.
Viral moments.
Viral
I can
moments.
see that.
Viral
Sports.
Or he could go to he's completely capable of this. The Rum Nitty rap. That nigga punched his way through everything. That nigga legitimately punched his way through all the criticism, all through everything.
He punched his way.
Rum's
through-
another person who extraordinary talent, but he doesn't have a lot of personality at shows or anything whatsoever.
Right.
But like you said, he's punching his way through.
That's what he did.
That's
We saw him
hilarious.
through that
Fuck.
first half.
Yeah.
That's legit what he did.
So, T-Top versus Danny Myers. That
Ooh.
for those of y'all at home,
This T-top that I just saw, my nigga, that was that PG T-top, dog. That was that City Towers T-top, that can this nigga be beat T-top. That was the T-top I just.
see, Danny Myers has this thing where, like, because he's so passionate, sometimes people would laugh at him, right? But in like a, I'm having
'Cause I
fun,
do.
I'm having fun with him way, right?
I feel you.
And then you would realize that when, on big stages, like he battled T-Rex, it was nothing funny about that. When he battled Tay-Rock, it was nothing funny about that.
The thing about
Right?
this nigga, like when he battled K-Shine, nobody was giving this nigga no reaction, and that nigga fought his way through that whole shit. Not one stumble, got every bar out clean. That nigga Danny, man, I don't know, dog.
Let me ask y'all this: what do we do when you have somebody like Danny, who he could stumble, he could have an off night, versus T-Top, who I think has shown more consistency over his career? it's easy to get in here and was like, well, T-Top is more
Try not
consistent,
to
so he
troll
probably
the
gonna win,
podcast,
whatever.
man.
Let's not get it. Let's
Try
not
not
get
to
it.
troll. It's gonna be a matter if you want to hear Yowzers versus stories that T-Top made up. Like, what are we doing here?
Yikes.
Like,
Yowzers?
Yikes.
Yowzers is crazy.
Yowzers is the cousin to Yikes.
Yowzers.
It's whatever. Yikes.
That's an instant gadget.
He's gonna be up there. He's gonna have a bunch of energy. You know, we're gonna bring like high energy material. And T-Top's gonna be up there. He's gonna be talking that shit. And T-Top might make some shit up. And it doesn't matter because he's gonna he's gonna sell it like the fucking newspaper.
Let me tell you when I went to the parallel universe.
And I see you outside.
I seen him outside.
And it's
parallel parked in the parallel universe. Every time.
You know what I'm saying? So and I'll be sitting there like, damn, well, T-Top, that sound kind of fire.
Yeah.
I've seen Danny punch his way through that type shit too, though.
Like you said, he can get serious sometimes. And
You have
like,
Danny? I got T-Top clear 2-1.
I can't.
I'm not gonna
honestly can't.
clear.
I'm not gonna hold you.
2-1 clear.
I can't.
Shout out to Danny. What? 2-1 clear.
Danny was fired against my versus last. I think it was the last battle.
He lost. He lost.
You had him losing the
He
verse?
lost.
No, he did. He did lose it because when I said he did lose.
He lost.
As a matter of fact, you know,
He was like,
Respectfully.
he did. He had something fire that I think it was the city hotline he had in that verse. That was funny. But yeah, he did lose.
Danny's fire. I like messing with
yeah,
Danny.
yeah.
Danny's fire, but he lost.
He did lose that.
And I'm just gonna
T-Top, like you said, if T-Top comes, T-Top, like this recent T-Top, yeah. This if okay, best case scenario from both of them, top tier T-Top, top tier Danny, T-Top.
so
Top tier, yeah.
That easy.
Yeah. If they're both top tier. Now if T-Top get to playing around and Danny smell blood,
Oh yeah.
Danny gonna kill him.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
yeah,
what's T-Top gonna do with a rebuttal, with a room shaking rebuttal?
see T-Top
He can rebuttal too.
he can rebuttal, but like you said,
As well as Danny.
if
And
he-
that rebuttal better rock the room. Like it better rock the room.
But with
Like,
all that energy, Danny gonna carry. Yo,
all
listen,
the energy in a mediocre rebuttal is insane. So it better rock.
It
It
better.
better rock.
Right.
better.
You rapping like this, and it doesn't smack.
Ooh.
Uh,
I want to see you rap like that. After seeing that
I'm
just
gonna
now,
try it.
Wanna do it next
I'm gonna
battle?
try.
Yeah.
We with that.
Yo, here's another thing too, right? Now URL, you got to be careful with this. This is another behind the scenes that we all know. Where you go on the card matters. If Danny and T-Top go first and they set it off, one, it might end up battle of the night.
Yeah.
Two, that might work in Danny's favor because the crowd goes crazy on the
First battle. Oh yeah,
first battle.
they're dying to react.
Now, if this ends up being like the fourth or fifth battle, they might mess it up. Now, URL, you need to put Jazz and Coffee right before Lux and Rum Nitty. You need to open with Danny and T-Top,
T-Top.
and then let Geechi and Fonz go second. I think
Wait.
you'll get your
Say it again.
best
What's the
result.
order?
How many battles on the card?
Let me see. 1, 2. Oh, it's only 5.
Okay, so what order you want it to go?
So the order I would go with is first T-Top versus Danny to capture the energy.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with Fonz versus Geechi to keep the energy going. Then I'm gonna go Swamp versus Hustle. Then I'm gonna go Jazz versus Coffee. Then I'm gonna go Lux versus Rum Nitty.
I think
But they're gonna. I bet you they're gonna make Swamp and Miss Hustle go first. I'm willing to bet.
I don't think Swamp and Hustle should go first, but I feel like it's gonna sound crazy. I would probably do Fonz and Geechi first. Fonz and Geechi would be first, and then I do T-Top and Danny second. Hustle and Hustle and Swamp, like that, and we got
That third battle is the key.
I feel like, yeah.
The third battle can make or break a classic event.
I feel like they're gonna have enough. I feel like they're gonna bring it. I feel like both of them have the type of styles where they can definitely carry the event to keep going. Like as far as the turning point in the event, not carry it, but the turning point in the event. No.
Well, we're also in an era where everybody has had their fuck ups, and we realizing now that we got to be 100% every time.
I know.
With that in mind, what order y'all got it in? Because I feel like everybody's gonna bring their
I
game.
stick with my same order.
I feel like
I wouldn't put Swamp and Hustle in that third spot, yo. Because if that battle does not go right, it's gonna fizzle the energy and it's gonna be on.
and then we'll go into going into Loaded Lux and Rum Nitty with fizzled energy, I don't want. I want.
That's why I said you got to put coffee and jazz because
they're
gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
People are gonna be buzzing talking about that battle.
And you wouldn't make them. And you wouldn't make them number 3 to make sure that they keep in the event steady.
I would go 3.
Why wouldn't they be 3? So if it's so in the event, like let's say if the event's going good, right?
Yeah.
Then they keep it going. They keep the momentum. And the event that the event's not good, then they
pick
turn
it back up.
What's the riskiest battle on this card?
That's a good question.
Swamp
and Hustle.
Yeah.
You for real?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are talking as far as like the energy that they bring or something?
No,
like that?
I think
mainly because of Swamp, honestly, to me.
Swamp is a wild card.
And I keep and I think maybe because I keep knowing like what Hustle's gonna bring. So I just I think I'm attributing that to the whole battle. So I'm like I don't.
But if Swamp,
No, I got you.
Swamp could dead that out, or he could match it and win.
What if he's like it's not going like that? What if that's?
Oh yeah, they know what he.
What if that's?
If he do that, then we got a classic. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my order, man.
Okay.
But I think coffee and jazz, and obviously Lux and Rum.
If coffee and jazz is that electrifying, like you're saying, then they need to be the third battle to make sure that the event stays.
But do you want a wild card battle right before Lux and Rum?
If that's the case, then we swap it out. Then who can I swap it out? Would I do Danny and T-Top before them?
In the rap, we'll swap it out.
You can, but
No.
the first, here's my thing. The first battle always gets a pass. It could be lackluster and people could just be excited that they're at NOME.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now y'all got me stuck. I'm gonna stick with my original.
I'm not mad at your list, but when you guys are, if you guys are saying, I'm going off for you. What you guys saying? If coffee and jazz is probably gonna be like probably the most battle,
that's the solidified.
I don't think they should go right before the end. It's like we've had 3 battles before. Then like fuck the whole rest.
Can't make them go
We're
first.
gonna do it right before.
They don't work too hard.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that's why I feel like the middle would be sufficient.
I'm with her.
We need them to carry the event, right?
Just in case it ain't going right.
Yeah.
The ladies got it.
They almost, like you guys said, they almost always have battle of the night. You know what they're gonna bring. It's off the blade. So we got 2. Let's say either 2 good ones or not, or either 1 and 1. You still got a solid. You know, you're guaranteed a solid 3rd.
Yeah.
And you're guaranteed a solid 5.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think 1, 3, and 5. Those are the ones that you need to make sure are no matter what.
Remember,
you know 5 is gonna be good. All right, so at least 3 and 5. You know, 3 and 5 is gonna be good. Like you said, 1. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. They got to be 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, drum roll.
Let's get into it.
The battle everybody wants to see.
Get
The
into
battle we've
it.
been. This is one of them ones. Look, now listen, right? You sitting home. Maybe you're in tune with the battle culture. Maybe you're not. You know what I'm saying? You know this. You hearing a buzz about something big going on. People are talking about punchline, lyrics, wordplay. You hearing gray hoodies get thrown around. You know what I'm saying? You heard something about MOP, somebody's ante up. You want to know what all the buzz is about? Look, man, they need to put me on a commercial. This is the joint you need. This is the joint that the whole culture is excited about. This is going to bypass the gate of just battle rap and bleed into hip hop culture, urban culture as a whole, right? You have Loaded Lux, who gained fame on Smack DVD and it's carried over to modern day, almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? And you have Rum Nitty, who a lot of people look at as the modern day Goliath in battle rap. And what makes that interesting is he's not a character. He gives you straight bars every single time. This is the quintessential battle that's all about bars. We're going to be listening intently to. And with that being said, who's
Rum Nitty 3-0.
Loaded Lux 3-0.
Nitty 3 ski.
And I didn't even want to say no crazy stupid shit like that, but you just got me amped. Why did you say that?
Her rebuttal game is me. Her rebuttal game was instant.
Because I was gonna say the King 2-1, but since you had to say that, I felt like I had to say something crazy too.
I don't think Lux is nearly as effective as Lux has shown us he can be. I don't think he's been there for over a decade.
I think.
Who was that rookie that Rum Nitty just lost to? What's his name again?
I don't know. Who was it?
I get them mixed up. Was it Foots or Fliss? It's like so many of them going on right now. Okay.
Foot. We had a whole
Foot. We talked about Foot.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
Saying I don't know. I don't know if Lux would have lost to him. I don't know if Lux would have lost to him.
That don't.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't lose to the Foots even if I had to battle in defeat. He would do something sick.
What's gonna say a defeat bar? That's what
He's of course he is.
I feel like this.
No, he better.
If we don't get Rooster Lux with the, you're fucking up your mother's fucking time.
Oh
Nigga, if we don't
my
get
God.
that voice Lux, nigga.
Listen,
And if we do, that's what we're gonna. And then if we do, so if we do get that Lux, is it still 3-0?
This is gonna be battle of the fucking century if we.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so get it. So, but is it still gonna be 3-0 Rum Nitty side?
No,
just
no.
debatable,
But
like a classic.
Lux has not shown us that in a battle.
Maybe he hasn't been inspired enough to do so.
No, he has. He has
why
shown
was
us
he
that in the battle.
Why was
what's
he
the
that?
battle?
He has shown us that in the battle.
Why was he that inspired on Funkmaster Flex then?
I don't know. Different strokes.
So you got a nigga in front of you trying to tear you down versus.
There's been people in front of me trying to tear me down. They haven't inspired me that much.
Huh?
It's the same thing. It'll be like that sometimes.
I mean, I dig it. I'll be the same way
you know what I
sometimes
mean?
too.
Sometimes it's just certain things might just
But you've
get you a little
shown
more
us.
excited than other.
You've shown us the best of you
As has
in the
Lux.
last decade many times. Can we say
I'm
the same
also-
thing about Lux?
I also am outside a lot more too.
Which means he should have more in the vault.
I don't know about that.
Yes. Every time I take a break, let's not talk about me. Let's not talk about me. Anytime
Lux 2-1.
Anytime we see,
I didn't mean a 3-0 because Rum Nitty is way too. Rum Nitty is way too dope. I'm not gonna hold you like.
I got Nitty.
If it was anybody else, I'd probably be going with. I think, but I'm a super Lux stan, and I'm gonna go ahead and 2-1. I think Lux.
2014 would be 10 years ago. Between 2014 and 2024, what's the best Lux performance?
Between
since when?
14 and 2024.
14.
When was Summer Madness?
What is the best? That was like 20.
This is URL.
Direct.
I forgot.
Oh,
Direct.
all of it.
Best Lux performance.
Is it
How low was 2012?
Okay. What about
That's why I
Arsenal?
just got quiet.
Arsenal. He was
No,
fire.
man, y'all missing it. I've been trying to tell y'all this the
They
whole
got
time.
super cooked in
That road runner meet me. I don't know, sir.
He beat
Oh, y'all
Surf.
are missing the
He's beat
performance.
Surf in that time.
I was did Surf beat himself?
What you want me to say? Listen, we're not moving the goalpost. He beat Surf in that time.
He did beat Surf.
Straight up. So
He did
I don't
beat Surf.
care
Thank
if Surf beat himself. I don't care. He beat Surf.
I see what you did
I say
there.
it like this.
I see what you
How
did
low?
there.
I say it like this.
I love it.
Lux won.
He did.
Lux won.
I
He didn't beat Surf.
Who you got? What's his best battle?
It's the.
I don't know what else you want to say.
Oh my God!
That was the Lux everybody.
No, that was fire. No, he was
The
definitely.
Mountain Dew. Show you what
I
that
think-
Mountain
I
Dew.
think that-
I'm sitting here like, how
Get
y'all
that
skipping
for a
over that?
whole battle.
You're right. If
Are we gonna get that for a whole battle?
He just showed us he could do it.
But are we gonna get that for a whole battle?
yes, we
Why did
are.
he do that? Why did he do that?
I have faith.
Because he didn't do it. No, how many battles has he had since then?
No, but why did he do that? Like, what
Show
was?
us he could do it.
No.
Why did he do
He
it?
had Hollow next to him, right?
Right.
He had somebody next to him that was going to push his creativity.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You don't think that he's going to look at Rum Nitty
As the
youngin, you probably think,
Oh, you
youngin, want my spot. Loaded looks, you know what's
Especially,
up when I'm
he's not
rolling up.
paying attention. You know, I really think that he hears like what the people say, like the.
Damn, he's heard that for 14 years.
Yeah, but,
You know what?
never been
but
nobody
it's never
directly,
been, yeah,
threatening
like your spot. Yeah, it's people that want to battle him. No, but they don't have the same spot.
Rum Nitty beats Lux. People are gonna say Rum Nitty
Rum
is,
Nitty
the
is
best
nicer than
lyricist on Mount Rushmore.
yeah.
He took
Yeah.
Lux's spot.
Yeah,
See,
A.V.R.R. was
I get
just a competitive battle that he wanted to battle him. Not I want his spot.
A.V.R.R. wanted his spot. That's exactly what that.
Hey, he could never have
He
Lux
can't
spot.
have it though.
He probably can't.
He can't never have that.
We can all want things.
That's what he was going into. So all right. So Lux doesn't battle. Lux doesn't battle unless he wants to battle.
Yes,
That's
him and Mook.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's period.
Yeah.
So why step in
That's
there?
the ultimate A side.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So why step in the ring with somebody when you're that meticulous about your battles if you're not gonna A game every time?
Okay, let me ask you this question: do you
Good question.
think when
Right, I'm
when
holding.
Lux was booked to battle Geechi,
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, I don't think Lux should have taken this. Not because I don't think Lux is better than Geechi or whatever. I just think you're going into his hometown. You know what you're up against. That might be a dangerous environment for you to step into if you don't have some type of crazy plan. You know what I'm saying? This battle for Lux should be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's a private event. I have a feeling that they turn the cameras on and it looks like a volume.
I hope so.
Night of the volumes. If it looked like Night of the Volumes, this is going to be one of the greatest battles.
It's going to be top 5 battle of all
Listen,
time.
if all the other battles are on stage, take them off stage and make them battle off the ground. That's I would have put that in my.
Oh, you mean like in the pit style? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
I feel like every battle, period, should be in pit style.
So I think some are.
I can see why. If you want to let in a bunch of fans and let them enjoy it, like you have to have big events like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like that,
but to me, those would be less of the norm.
I got Loaded Lux. You know what's up when I'm rolling up straight out of that Aces click. Fastest way to Harlem is the A-train slick. Ladies, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Rappers, if you knew better, you do better. Swagger juice dripping, eh? Loaded Lux, 2-1. No,
2-1.
2-1.
Who you have, Direct?
Okay. Check this out. I'm gonna draw a parallel for y'all, right? I'm gonna prize pick this. Prize pick this.
Hey, you on to something?
You know what prize picks is?
Yeah.
Listen, prize pick. Shout out. We need y'all as a sponsor. But listen, right? You can bet either the over or the under on prize picks to win your money, right?
Okay.
So when I sit down and I look at my NBAs and my NFLs on prize picks, I say, am I voting with my heart or am I voting with my brain? Because I have my money on the line here. I don't care if it's $2 or $2,000. I don't want to lose no money, right? So when I sit back and think before I say 2-1, 3-0, or whatever I'm gonna say, I say, now if I had money on this, who would I bet for? Who would I place all that on?
That's smart.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We all want Lux to be incredible. But Rum Nitty is the more consistent, for sure. We know what he's coming with. For this battle to be a classic, Lux is gonna have to tap into something that he hasn't consistently tapped into in a while and match Rum Nitty's energy. I would love for Lux to just come out and go crazy and we say, oh, Lux kind of got it, but it was an incredible battle. But Lux is fighting his own self in this battle and the perception
Most
of
legends
who he
are.
is.
Yeah.
Rum Nitty is fighting to prove that he belongs, which he's already done.
That's an
Just
advantage.
hasn't done it in front of this guy.
Yes.
This guy or the greatest guy? Like, let's not say this guy, because he's
Nick.
that guy.
But
He's clearly that guy.
Okay.
So we have to. So we have to make sure.
Hold on,
We have to make sure.
hold
He's
on.
clearly
So let me give you all my predictions.
Okay. Okay.
I was prepared to say Lux 2-1, but as I just freestyled what I just
You
said
got
and
scared.
thought
You
about
got
it,
scared with your money.
no,
Let's talk about that.
yeah, my money. I need to say Rum Nitty 2-1, but my hope and my expectation is for the most incredible battle we've ever seen, because I think this battle can and will surpass Hollow versus Lux, because we're not talking about a style clash. We're talking about I do something, you do something, who's better at it.
They're not a style clash.
I don't believe so.
They're style.
Wait, what?
It's definitely a style.
They approach it differently, but it's all about their bars and their lyrics.
No, Rum
talking
Nitty
about
is a
punch-
back-to-back puncher.
talking
about
Loaded
punch-
Lux is completely different than that. They
Totally
are not. That is
I
a style
understand.
clash.
They're both just lyrical.
Listen,
That's all.
I understand what you're saying. You're talking about punches versus wordplay, correct?
Two different types of styles, right?
Right?
Yeah.
But I view those as two styles under the same umbrella.
Lyricism.
If you're a fan of actually intently listening to raps, you're gonna like both of them.
Yes.
It's
All
not
those
about.
people
It's not
that are
about
saying,
liking, but there's still two different approaches. You can both like them.
It's two different approaches, but I believe they're both lyricists at the core.
On a surface level, yes, but actually, no.
No.
I understand what y'all are saying because
Yeah.
I'm in the shit like y'all.
Somebody who angles and sits there and takes down and breaks someone down versus someone who's gonna punch you in your head repeatedly. I get it. They're both lyricists, but they're still. That's like me beating you up two different ways and saying they're both fights. No, it's still a fight, right? If
But
I fuck you up with my hands, and if I do something differently, right? They're still ultimately under the umbrella of fighting, but they're two different styles.
But an
of
uppercut
fighting.
and a hook is both punches, right?
They are, but I don't think that's the same
That's how I
analogy
look
I'm
at it.
using. Those are both. That's not the analogy I'm using. Like I would say I'd say more so boxing versus MMA. You understand what I'm saying? They're two types of fighting, right? But they're two different styles. Like I like to me, it's different.
So I don't feel
They both
strongly-
involve punching. They both involve those things, right? But they're two
Right.
different styles. So I feel like the MMA difference would be more so. Rum Nitty would be MMA for me, and for me, Loaded Lux would be the boxer. That's just me. I feel like
I
I feel like with boxing comes a little bit more with like the tactician style. I feel like it's, and I'm not saying that Rum Nitty is not, make no mistake. I just feel like it's a different type of finesse with boxing, right? It's a little bit more controlled. And I feel like the MMA is that like punch your head up, I'm gonna not, you're not gonna make it up out of here. That's where I feel like the difference is. They're still under the umbrella of fighting. They both include punching and stuff like that, but it's just different. That's my
You gotta be careful with that one because ain't no boxer gonna beat no MMA.
Right.
No MMA dude.
Right.
That's over.
I mean, yeah, well,
I got you.
Like if we do it like that, but
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying. Like I just feel like whatever.
My question: who was Mook's last battle? It was versus a punch. Who was
Big K.
Mm-hmm.
That was Mook's last battle.
Okay, yeah.
What was the battle before that? What was Mook battle before that?
Was it at Geechi? Was it Geechi?
Geechi. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was Geechi. It was during the Geechi battle where Geechi was every bar, like she's saying, kind of like Rum Nitty, at least every 4, it was a punchline every time. But what Mook did is
He took the crowd early.
he did. That's what I'm saying. Like
He took the crowd early.
Mook has that ability as a GOAT, the same way Lux does. Is like, and Lux is probably more likable than Mook to most people. But
The ring, Mook is more like.
no, they hate Mook.
We hate him when he talks.
I love
We
Mook
love him when he raps.
all the time, but most in the comments they be like, this old style. They be going in sometimes. But my point is like Geechi as a punchline battle rapper, basically. Mook has a little bit. It's not necessarily he can do that, but it's more. Yeah. A vet like that is the same way I see with Loaded Lux. I see him handling that, but if that's all you have, in which, and like you said, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't come in here, Rum Nitty, not doing punches for a round and trying to talk and explain something. They're gonna be like, yeah, Lux got that round. Even though it could be great, but it's like, just if that's all you got is punching, I see Loaded Lux out of that.
I think we're gonna get, and here's my perfect example for y'all that might say that Rum Nitty doesn't have the advantage. When I watch Rum Nitty versus Iron Solomon, I watch Iron Solomon do every single trick in the book.
Iron Solomon won that.
Right? I agree that I think Iron Solomon won, right? But
Somebody can argue.
Rum Nitty's punches was so crazy, I can't even be mad at somebody that prefers Rum Nitty.
That nigga said, why your people be penny pinching, mine be nickel squeezing.
I'm gonna get his jewels on cam. I really mean
it.
Yo,
Fire.
You come
crazy.
You consistently come with this. I expect to see Iron Solomon, Rum Nitty, and I expect to see the Lux from the 2-on-2.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That's top 5 battle.
And honestly, Lux might just wear the gray hoodie this whole battle.
Of course he coming in a gray hoodie.
Beginning out the gate.
You see that?
That's one of them things.
Ness, that's mental manipulation, man.
But he should have been done this.
Look here, youngin. You just
Maybe
a young
saving
pup.
it for this moment.
You know, I told Smack we had to do this on the roof. You about to jump.
If he
Yeah,
starts shrugging his shoulders,
oh yeah.
man with the nose shrugging his shoulders, then we got a different type of back.
Yeah.
So look, everybody,
And I would have to concede, man. I would. That's the type of writing that I prefer when he's at his best.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Yeah, but I just haven't seen it in so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right now I look at him as GOAT,
Yeah.
greatest of all time. I don't look at him as best of all time. I look at a lot of people like they're better.
Same way you look at Eminem.
Yes, exactly.
But don't quote me.
Exactly. I was actually gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
but yo, so we need y'all at home to jump in the comments and tell us who y'all think is gonna win. Is he bugging for saying 3-0? Is she bugging for saying 3-0? You know,
I meant 2-1.
He bugging.
He got me
It's
excited.
2-1.
2-1.
But